Hi, Dot. I'm actually just getting ready. I hope that you can hear me. If you can,
I'm actually just
hit
getting ready.
a message
I
for
hope
me.
that you can hear me. If you can, I'm actually just
Hit
getting ready.
a message for me. Can you hear me? I think I'll have to. Anyway, I hope that you can hear me. I'm going to log into one other thing. See if it doesn't mess me up. Hello, welcome. Can you hear me? I can't. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we do. Okay, great. This is Renee Thomas with DIY Mental Boost, and we're about to start in about less than, I don't know, I guess less than a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do here is welcome everyone who has come. Now, I'm actually looking at my pages and seeing what we're going to do. So today we're actually dealing with cravings and neuroplasticity. So as you know, neuroplasticity has to do with the mind. Okay? It's how your brain decides what you're going to think, what you're going to say, what you're going to feel, what you're going to do. Okay? We have all these programs, and these programs can be installed, uninstalled, enhanced, changed. Most of them we got from the ages of third trimester to 7. And then we started building others on it. Some of them are helpful, some are not helpful. But there's a gap in our education. And this gap in our education didn't teach us about neuroplasticity. It didn't, it wasn't in our education for us to learn. Okay. And so I love sharing about neuroplasticity so that we actually know our brain and we don't feel that our brain is doing things and we don't understand why. Neuroplasticity helps us to understand the brain, how it works, and how it functions. Okay, so I hope everyone can hear me and that we are flowing along. I want to welcome you. So today we're doing cravings. So I hope you brought your favorite little snack. I personally have eggnog because I love eggnog. And at this time of the year, I seem to want to drink a lot of eggnog. So I'm going to kind of see what's going on as to how I can adjust that. And I hope that you will be able to adjust the things that you're looking at. So a craving is what to you? What is a craving to you? Do you have an idea? You can drop it in the comments and let me know what you think a craving is. Okay. Is it something that is in your life and you're wanting to enhance? Are you wanting to enhance your viewpoint of food? Are you wanting to enhance your viewpoint of what you think of weight and size? That's all connected to how we feel about cravings, where they come from. Sometimes they can come from the time of the year, like me and eggnog. And we're going to actually not partake of our little snack yet. We're going to do a little conversation first to learn about more about where these cravings come from. So let's say there's a situation that happens in your life and it's connected to maybe your grandma, and your grandma always made you chocolate chip cookies on the weekend or anything like that. And so your brain will actually attach itself grandma and chocolate chip cookies. Now, if something happens to grandma and you want to feel connected to grandma, chocolate chip cookies gives you that feeling. So you connect in that way. So that's one way we create things. We're not realizing why we're doing that. Why do we have to have that? The other thing is like with the individual with coffee. They'll say they can't get their day started without coffee. And so their brain will not let them think until they have their coffee. Okay? And so these kind of things are being made in our brain as attachment. So neuroplasticity, remember? So neurons that wire together, fire together. Okay? So chocolate chip cookie with grandma, love with grandma, they fire together. And now chocolate chip cookies means love. Grandma and love. So a lot of cravings has to do with emotional things. And then it develops for some people that this emotion is causing them to emotionally eat. And they connect to food in this way. So all of a sudden, food is something that makes them happy. And if you think there's nothing else in your life but food, oh my, you're going to think about the joy of food. It's like I can't wait till I get home and I can have my whatever, or eat my dessert so I can have my whatever, because that makes me happy and it makes me feel good, which is fine. But what we want is we want to be able to enjoy our food, what we eat, our desserts, our snacks, whatever. We want to enjoy them without there being guilt, shame. Okay, so a lot of times we are often berating ourselves. I shouldn't have eaten that much. Why did I eat that much? Now I feel sick. I should eat. Should I eat this? Maybe I shouldn't. Well, I already had so many carbs today. I already had so many. We get into all of this interesting things with regards to food and connection of emotions and love and feeling safe and secure. And that is what it gives for people. So it becomes something, food, enjoyable in the moment, comes into something that is sustaining our inner self, because we can't sustain our inner self. So neuroplasticity helps us to see that there are ways for us to inside take care of ourselves. It's okay to have outer things that make us smile, happy. But when those things are things that if we say we don't have, it's going to ruin our day. Okay. We may want to think about if that's what we want to do. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our things that we like to eat, whatever it is, and we'll have it nearby. Sometimes I tell people just sniff it. I love the smell of eggnog. Take a sip of it. You're going to notice what your brain says about it, what your tongue says about it. And that's okay. Good, whatever it's saying. Now, if you don't have a food in front of you, that's fine. Just think about it. Because I guarantee you, I mean, if you love chocolate, you don't have to have chocolate to get all involved in it. Okay? So thank you. Thank you. So let's look at what we like to eat that we don't have control over, that we want to. Okay, this is about what we want to have managing over. We don't want to say, "Hey, I'm gonna start a diet," and then all of a sudden we're craving this and we're craving that and we're craving this, or the diet says you can't have carbs and you actually think you're gonna die without them. You can't live without carbs, can't live without sweets, sugar. Oh, it makes you so sad to think about it, but with it, eating it, it feels really good. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you love eggnog. I really do enjoy eggnog. So I've got a kind of a half a glass today, but I could probably eat, do 2 or 3 of those. So let's see. I want the holiday season to come around when it's around, and I'll be able to just have a little bit, enjoy it, instead of talking about later on that why did I have so much of it. And oh, it has too much sugar in it. It does have a lot of sugar, but I really don't care about that anymore. Okay, so your beliefs about food. Let's get started. We're actually going to be doing a session. I am going to also be referring back and forth about neuroplasticity, understanding how you can subconsciously wire. So we're not doing something complicated. We're also not going to do anything hard. Like many people think if they have to get rid of a craving. We're actually using our brain, our subconscious, to do all the work for us. We're just going to direct it. And so, as you can see, I got really happy and excited with my eggnog. I almost want another taste already. But we're going to look and see what our intensity is of that food that we want, or why we want food, or why the thought of not having our carb or whatever it is, that it just doesn't make us feel good within us. Okay, so we're going to do some beliefs about food. We're going to get into it, and you're going to do the steps that I have you do. And you're going to love these steps because they're very easy, they're very simple to do. And then we're going to check in to see how we're doing with that. This is the easy process. I want everyone to know it's pleasant. And I want everybody to understand that when you're working with your brain, it is pleasant. It's fast and it's lasting. You're safe doing this, and you are loved. Always remember, whenever you're dealing with lower vibe emotions, and whenever you're dealing with things that you get emotional about, that's your brain seeking safety and love. And most of the time, we will try to look outside of ourselves, which is why we're going to food. Okay, or we get really upset with individuals if they are not giving us inside, but we don't know how to fill our own cup. And that's why we get really mad, because we don't know how to feel good. So we're really mad at someone else that we think should care or love us can't make us. But if you can't make yourself happy, it's really hard for someone else to do that. Okay? They can help temporarily, but that long-lasting joy, fulfilling inside, that's why we'll start seeking things like food or other things that people will do. So let's see here. Do you think, here's the questions. Start thinking in your noggin. Do you think food is good or bad? Do you think there's good food and there's bad food? Just take it in. You can write it in if you want in your comments, but just take it in. Do you think there's junk food? Thank you. Thank you. Do you think that there is junk food that is bad for you? Like you're going to go out to eat to a fast food restaurant and have fried food. Is that bad for you? Thank you. Thank you so much. What do you think about that? Okay. What does your brain say about it? Is it telling you it's okay? Or have you been told junk food is bad? Huh? Think about it and see what your brain is saying. Okay. And so now, hold on a second. I need to get to mine so I can start saying things back to everyone there. Thank you so much. There we go back. Love it. I love seeing the little hearts go up. So how do we feel? Okay, now when I'm kind of like having humor about it, that's actually a way of de-escalating your brain, attaching to it something that you fear. You need to feel love. You're lacking love, and so you need this product or this food. Okay, so what is bad food to you? Fried foods, carbs, fat, sugar. Is that what you've been taught? Okay, and that's what you really, really, really do believe. Okay, how does food affect you mentally? How do you think food affects you mentally? Do you think it affects you? How about physically? Do you think food affects you physically? Are you thinking, well, it's food that makes me fat? Okay, take a deep breath on that. What happens if you don't eat breakfast? Take a deep breath. If you skip a meal or you don't eat at all, do you hear your mom telling you things or your doctor telling you things? And so you're torn between, oh, I want to try this diet, but I'm not too sure if it's good for me. Maybe it's going to hurt me. Maybe it's going to harm me. Take a deep breath. What do you think prevents you from looking the way you want to look? Do you think you're too skinny? Do you think you have too much weight on? Is that bad? What have you been told that makes you think it's bad? What prevents you from looking the way you want to look? Think about that. Take a deep breath. It's always good to take a deep breath. That's a reset. Your brain says something. It's like, oh, reset. Oh, it's okay. I'm safe and I'm loved. Okay. How do you feel about your own size? How do you feel about other people's size? Are you very critical of other people's weight, their size, how they look? Do you have a critical eye? Or do you have just a critical eye of yourself? Do you hear voices of people saying something about your lips being too big? I was told I had big lips, and I thought I had normal lips. But fortunately, I love my lips. So, what food is an issue for you? What food do you think that makes you eat uncontrollably? Is it chips? Spicy foods? And why do you think it's bad for you? Why do you think you can't eat all of that stuff? Take a deep breath. You see, all of these programs that we have in here, that's the brain living off of them. If you don't want that in your brain impeding you going in the direction that you want, let's say you want a particular way of living, of eating. I'm not saying which one is right or wrong, just you want it, but you can't get it because you got all this stuff going on. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Serena. So, here's the thing. The food, what does it do for you? What connection? Now, for me, I say food is nutrition, and it allows me to have pleasure in the moment while I'm eating it. See, I used to think about what I was going to eat before I finished what I was eating. Or I used to be like, oh, but at least tonight, oh, I'm going to have pizza. Oh, the weekend I have pizza. I was learning to train my emotions to be controlled by food. Instead of just saying, like food, I eat it. That's good for me. Now I say all food is good for me. I don't care what I eat. It all does good for me. Because I remember when I was younger and in my 20s, I could eat anything. And I'm like, what switch? Well, the doctors tell you this and that tells you this, and people say your age, and all of a sudden you're believing all of that stuff. And the brain has to produce what you believe. I'm very careful about what I allow my brain to take in. Those are heterosuggestions. Okay, that basically means what other people are telling you, you start investing in. Start investing in. Okay, and that investment, you take words, thoughts, what you see, you hook it with an emotion, it goes into the subconscious. The subconscious is in charge of 85% or more of what you think, do, and say. So that's why it's very important to take time to look at things. So food also can make people anxious. Okay? Yes, and so there's guilt and there's shame attached to it because we've had those programs about it. If we get anxious, we also have guilt and shame on that. That's those connections of what's going on. Okay? And so it's a good thing that we know how to take care of those. See, most information that we receive, remember, there's a gap in our education. Basic education of what I'm talking about is not shared, just as reading and writing. Okay? It's not shared. I was 48 years old when I found out this information about 6 years ago. And I was like, this should be part of emotional intelligence, subconscious rewiring, and neuroplasticity. We would have navigated through life so much differently. We have a lot of unnecessary anxiety because we were actually taught to have anxiety. People don't realize that. They think it's normal and natural, which it is, but it's because they learned it. And so now it's normal and natural. No one ever said, hey, you've got programs running, and this is where this anxiety is coming from. And on top of it, you can just go in and rewire that whenever it is you want. That is not shared. And so we don't know how to talk to our subconscious. We don't know how to make peace within our own selves. We don't know how to sustain it our own selves. We're always looking for the outside. And that's why we get really mad. People aren't giving us empathy. People aren't giving us attention. Because remember, everybody just wants safety and love, right? Everything comes down to that. Everything we do, think, and say is just feeling safe and love, connecting. Okay. Let's see here. We have, yes, sometimes eating isn't pleasurable because sometimes the connection of it, maybe there was punishment with eating. Maybe food was used in a way that was negative. So yeah. And so there's a lot of things. So each individual can start to address things. And I am a self-help. I'm an advocate and a presenter for your brain and showing you how neuroplasticity can connect it with everything. Today, I'm just happening to do cravings. Okay. And I thought it would be a good one to understand when I tell people neuroplasticity is in everything and you can use it to help with everything. You can. So I do it self-help. But let's say you're trying a little bit and it's not really seeing the results you want. Well, there are practitioners. Now, I'm not a practitioner, but you can go on my site on DIYmentalboost.com. I have a link to skillstochange.com. You can actually just go there, or you can go to my website, and there are practitioners. They can clean this stuff up fast. It's a little slower doing it yourself because you're not familiar with it. Okay, your brain's a little apprehensive. It doesn't, not sure. What is this? Does it really work? Has a lot of questions. Okay, so I always tell people, if working on your own self is not working out for you, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. Just get a practitioner to help and work with you. And that's just fine too. I actually tell people all the time, if you've got the money, just get a practitioner to start cleaning everything up for you, but still learn it for yourself. Because you don't want to have emotional something going on at 2 a.m. and you don't know how to take care of it yourself. It's kind of like when I was younger, my dad taught me how to make sure I changed tires because he said, you have AAA, but what if something happens and you need to do it yourself? That is really nice. And so I was able to do it myself, or I would call. And so like with this, I do it myself because I trained myself and I'm very, very good at it. And I'm very good at helping people to get to that same level. So what we're going to do, Sabrina, you're going to focus on that unpleasurable feeling with eating. So wherever that coming in where you're saying you can't keep it down, there's probably a memory or something that was connected to when that started. For instance, whenever that started, was it had to do with something going on in your life or around in the home as a child? Okay, you would clean up, and I say clean up, I mean, address those memories of it. And you can actually do that right now. We're going to do the 3 steps. So with individuals, I'm telling them to eat something and see what they're feeling. But you can actually just think about that memory and do the same steps as you're following along. Okay? The steps work in every time I have, whether it's relationships or finances, it's the same 3 steps. And I'm helping everyone to understand how to use it because this is a skill. Like reading and writing. You learned it. Now it's nothing. If we had been taught this when we were in grade school, this would be nothing. It would be no big deal. But because we weren't, and we're learning now as adults, we have a lot of programs that really can sometimes be unhelpful. Now remember, the programs that we have, people did not intentionally put them in. They're saying things, they're trying to be kind, they're trying to be loving, they're trying to give you the right direction, and they don't understand the way they're saying it is actually coming on fear and not creating safety in what they're teaching you. They're trying to have fear in it. So don't worry about that. Okay, that's okay. Okay, they were trying. And even if you say, well, they were deliberately, that's okay. There's something in them that was making them do that no one taught them how not to do. Okay, so always remember when you're working with your brain and you're learning things and releasing things and you're like, why didn't I know about this? Why didn't they show this to me? Why did my parents do this? Everybody does the best they can with what they know. And if you have that program within you, it will start to make peace with many things in your life. Everybody does with what they know. And people, even if they're doing things that are hurtful or harmful, no one taught them how to remove those things that they're saying out loud. They don't know how to remove them, so they're no longer saying it or doing them. So always remember, they didn't have the education, just as maybe you don't have the education, nor the way I have the education. But now we have. Yes. And the way we deal with things, you're going to see so much peace come into your life. You're going to see so much love and safety coming from within you, your own self, that you're going to be sustained. And the ones on the outside who may not be in the place to be pleasant and good, it's not going to tear you down because you're full up. And they're not going to have the power. They won't have the power. I'm going to put a little hearts on that because I love what I just said. 100%. They don't have the power. Okay, so here we go. We're looking at what does food do for you? If it makes you not feel good, that's what it's doing for you. How did it get started? Why is it? Were you ever not allowed to eat? If you were never allowed to eat this food again, that you... Actually, I'm doing pretty good just from my own little thing here. But that's because I've been doing this a while. Mine goes really fast. But so with you, it won't take you very long. You don't have to do this for years. A couple of weeks, 5 or 6 weeks of going through things like this, and your brain will be just hopping along. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my little thing. We've discussed a bunch of things. Oh, that's really sweet. I'm going to take a breath because I don't want to be too sweet or too much of it too. I just like, and then I'm going to do the ABCs. This is the simplest distraction that I can do with you guys right now. There's many others, but this is the one I'm choosing today. So it's going to be A is for apple, B is for banana, C is for carrot, D is for dog. Now you just start going down your list. If you want to put it in the comments, E is elephant, F is Frank. And that's actually really good too, because that engagement that you have to do to think, that's what is happening. So I tasted it. It's too sweet. I start doing my distraction. This is more than just a distraction technique. This is just the second step of what we're doing. And we're going to do 3 rounds of the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is step 2. All that talking I was doing about how do you feel about food, whether it feels good to you or feels bad to you, that was gathering all the information that's up in the brain. And now the distraction is so that your brain, if it has a high intensity about it, it starts to calm down each time you do the round. Okay, so keep writing those in there. What do you got? Start with D. D is what? Dog. If it's not a good enough distraction, then you're going to spell dog, D-O-G. And if that's not a good enough distraction, then you're going to spell dog backwards, G-O-D. E, elephant, E-L-E, P-H-A-N-T, spell it backwards. You'll notice that's difficult. That's what you want because your brain is not used to it. So now it has to disengage from all the about food and cravings and whether it's good or bad or makes you feel good or the anxiety that you're having or the memory. It has to disengage literally. And so you see, if we had been taught to do this, we would not cultivate greater emotional distress. the way we have learned to, because we have learned to have something we don't like and to attach a slow vibe to it, and it keeps it in that place. You're actually supposed to do a higher vibe, and it brings it up. Simple, isn't it? Don't attach a low vibe, keeps you there. Attach a high vibe. Got videos on that, so you can check them out on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get notifications when I'm on here live. See, I'm distracting you. I'm making you think about some other things. Okay? Go ahead down your list. Let's do F. What word are you thinking of? And sometimes, I can't think of an F. Well, that's because your brain is trying to connect to the things that are of the lower vibe. So F, try Frankfurter. Spell it backwards. Oh, yes. I'm horrible. I make you do big words because I really want your brain to engage. You can even type it, excuse me, in the chat backwards. That is such a good one. Now take a deep breath. Now you're always going to try to think of something that makes you happy. And if it's food, let's not do food. We're going to do something like an ocean scene or a mountain or in a hammock. I love that. Color a flower. Now this is what you use each time we do the rounds. Hey, hey, hey. So here we go. Here we go. Think about your happy place. Not the food. Something happy that always makes you smile. I usually tell people to not do so much family members or their children and things like that, because you also have a very up and down with them. You're worried for them, the stress for them. So something happy, like listening to music, seeing a live concert, just something that is always, it's a good thing. For me, the hammock is a good thing. And right now I've been listening a lot to I gotta get up early in the morning. I gotta get up early in the morning. That song, because it's all over. Take a deep breath. Okay, so let's go back. Food, is it good or bad? Is it good? What's bad? What would you call a bad food? Okay. And what do you call junk food? Is junk food bad? What kind of junk food? Okay. How is that? How does food affect you mentally and physically? Okay. How does it affect you mentally and physically? What do you think? What do you think? Mentally and physically. Okay. Now, what do you think about diets? Do you think you have to diet in order to lose weight? Have you dieted before? What kind of diets have you done? Do they work? Do they not work? There's a lot of information about food, what food will do to you. Do you think it's going to harm you? You're going to get sugar spikes. You hear a lot of commercials. Don't eat this. This is bad for you. Put a lot of energy. Don't do this. If you eat this, this is, should you eat this? Should you eat that? You got to eat this. You don't eat that. There's a lot of emotion that's been wrapped up in food. And you know what all that emotion does? It doesn't allow the brain to logically start figuring out on a thing on its own. It's just doing everything on an emotion. Oh, I just heard this. I shouldn't eat this. Oh, I have to have this. You have to have this. It's okay to have a routine or a dietary or regimen. It's okay. But if your brain is saying that if I don't have this regimen, it's going to be bad for me. I'm going to get sicker. I'm not going to get better. Or I'm going to get sick. Or I'm going to gain weight. You want to take a deep breath. You're safe and you are loved. I am safe. I am loved. And let's do the alphabet again. I don't know. Let's start with H. H we'll do with names, like boy names. So H, you got Harold. Spell it backwards. Okay. Now, if you do this with me, guys, I'm telling you, this stuff works. Okay, this is good stuff. And if you go to a practitioner, you're going to be spending hundreds of dollars. And that's okay. Take a deep breath. It's okay to spend hundreds of dollars for your internal. But if it's something you can do yourself, why not? Okay, take a deep breath. Okay, so I. Ooh, an I name. Iris. Spell that backwards. Iris. You can spell it forward and then backwards. G. Guillerma. Guillerma. I have a friend called Guillerma. Can you actually say it? It's a Spanish name. Guillerma. Spell that backwards. And this is not about whether or not you actually spell it backwards. It's just the fact correctly. It's just the fact that your brain is making the effort. And that is the key. Effort to get there. So it's okay in this case that it's a little difficult. Difficult's okay. That's going to work to your advantage. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I like all respectful compliments. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have G. Let's try A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Let's try H. Let's try H. How's that going? H, Henry. We're doing boys' names. We're doing boys' names. Join in anytime where we're at here because we're going to keep going around in the same 3 steps. You'll get the same results as the ones who started earlier. Doesn't make a difference when you come in. You will get results. I think I said I think I did it double, but that's okay. Let's go to J, like Jackie or Jacqueline, whichever you think is challenging for you to spell backwards. This is neuroplasticity. This is learning how to direct your brain to think, act, and feel in the way you want it to. This is so that you can have food in your life without guilt and shame and all these things that are connected, have been connected to food. Food is good. That's it. Food is good. I enjoy it. When I eat it, that's it. It's good. But I don't need it to make me happy, to make me content, to make me feel safe, to make me feel loved. If you choose that as a mindset, you can have it. Take a deep breath. We're going to go to K. I was thinking Kathy, but let's do something else. K, 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 K. How about Crystal with a K? Crystal with a K. And L, how about Lorraine? I'm using all the people that are in my life. Lorraine, spell it forward, spell it backwards. Take a deep breath. Now let's go to that nice happy place that we like, that we were thinking about what it would be. I'm doing a hammock on the beach. You should feel it. Look at it with first person. That basically means that you're not watching yourself in the hammock. You actually feel yourself in a hammock. Sometimes if I needed to get the swing of that, I would imagine a swing. And that always helped me to feel like a swing. That movement in the mental of the mind helps it to start to create new, detach emotions that are attached to things we don't want, and then allow it to release to what we don't want. You don't have to release anything you don't want, just the things you don't want. Okay, so let's go back. Food, is it pleasurable or non-pleasurable? Whichever one it is. If it makes you sick, if you think it's going to come up, you feel that, I know some people, food gets all the time making them choke. And then they're very uncomfortable at the dinner table in a restaurant doing that. That's okay. Take a deep breath. The brain just needs to be comforted. You just need to be loved, and you just need to know that you're safe. So, and you do that to you. You say, I'm safe. You're okay. I'm loved. I'm okay. Okay. Take a deep breath. Food, good or bad. I'm going to take some more of my. It's not as sweet as it was before. It's getting like really nice. It's okay if it was sweet, but I was like reacting. Oh, it's too sweet. No need to have that reaction. It's just sweet. Take a deep breath. Okay. I am safe and I am loved. Immediately go to your alphabet. You want to start with M? I'm going to let you think of the name yourself. Girl's name. It's 2 girls. Can't think of one. I'll give you one. Melanie. Spell it forward in your head. Do it. Melanie backwards. EINM. Do you see how my brain had to think about it? That's what you want. Okay? It will help the brain to detach the unwanted emotion you've been having to anxiety, to food, that's making it so that you can't do the diet you wanted to, or to just enjoy eating, that you're having anxiety about eating. You know, I know some people, they go like this, not just because they're trying to maybe be polite, but it's coming from fear. They're doing this. Oh, people looking at me eating. Oh. Okay? That's where all that comes from. It's programs. Remember the programs? Okay, so when we look at our programs, we went through them. We're going to look at them again. What food is bad? What do you consider to be junk food? How's it going to affect you mentally and physically? What will happen if you don't eat breakfast? Skip a meal, don't eat at all. What's going to happen if you do this dietary? You've heard so many bad things about it. Oh my goodness, I don't know if it's good. Maybe I shouldn't take this. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, that's not a good diet. That's a bad diet. Diets never work for me. Take a deep breath. Craving. Oh, I want this food. Oh, I love this food. I can't live without it. Oh, I just love it. It makes my sister says it makes her tongue dance. I think that's cute. It makes her tongue dance. Does it make your tongue dance so that you can't stop eating it? It's okay if it makes your tongue dance, but do you have guilt after you're eating? Do you have shame? Do you feel stuffed? I used to always eat, and I didn't recognize that feeling stuffed or bad after you're eating was, that's what I did a lot all the time. And I was like, I want to eat, and then I'm always feeling bad. That's what I used to do. Don't do that anymore. How do you feel about your weight, your size? Is that connected with your food, what you eat, what you like, what you don't eat, what you should eat? Got messages, doctors. If you don't stop eating, you're going to die. Take a deep breath. Woo! See, the brain can do a lot for you. Naturally, when it is safe feeling and loved felt, it will do and abide by what you say. But when we have several different programs in there from lower vibes of things from fear and being unloved, it can't do its job the way it wants to do it for you, because it got to try to calm you down. Spending all its time trying to calm you down. Or at least it's spending all its time living in those lower vibes because it thinks that's what you want. Because subconscious, remember, the subconscious does not know good, bad. It doesn't know right, wrong. It just knows what you tell it. So if you say hard, okay, hard is just, I have to put a little extra effort in figuring out, it's okay. But if you say hard means I can't do it, and then you don't do it, every time you say something's hard, the brain won't shut you down. But if your brain says hard, oh, okay, I'll just have to figure it out. That's okay. I like figuring out. Food's the same thing. If you're like, oh, food, I feel like it, that's what it's going to do for you. You have to start to say, I am safe. I am safe Food is good for me. Food helps me. I love that my throat swallows the food. Everything goes down and it stays down and it goes through my body the way it's supposed to. I am safe. You'll learn how to talk to yourself. Your autosuggestion, it's got to be more powerful than heterosuggestion, more powerful than the words that your mother told you, more powerful than what the doctor's telling you, more powerful than all the things that you're seeing on social media that is causing you to have all kinds of information. I got so confused in my brain about what I should eat, not eat. Oh my word. I created such, I became so meticulous. I write everything, got so upset. Oh my word. I made food complicated. I made food and eating scary. I made food. I just made it too much. Too much investment of lower vibe emotions. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Now, as your distraction, I'm just happen to use names of the ABC, but you can do many things. When you use my follow along videos, I do all kinds of stuff. I play different games, I do music. This is different things that I get. Visualization. You can do anything that's going to help you, to help your brain, because you're just guiding it. Now, I always tell people, if you want to try this, the simplest and easiest way is to do affirmations in the evening before you go to bed. Because if you can actually if you find that it works well for you, oh, that's so simple because you're sleeping. You're just sleeping. You sit there, I tell people, you just go to sleep saying, I am safe, I am loved, and everyone I love is safe and they are loved. And you just keep saying it. Take a deep breath till you go to sleep. And you have played the video we're going, and it's all different affirmations. A lot of people love affirmations, but the reason why they have a hard time with affirmations, or people think it's a bunch of hooey, is because they don't know how to do affirmations. Do you understand? Everything you say, think, and do, whether it's good or bad, high vibe or low vibe, that's an affirmation. So I can't is an affirmation. And if you're saying I can't all day, and then you at 5 minutes at night say, oh, I can, or you write I can for an hour, it's going to have a little bit of effect, but it's going to take you a long time. Repetition, the brain goes with repetition and intensity. So that's why if you're not feeling the feeling of it, you're saying, I look wonderful, but inside you're saying no. That's why the repetition is needed. So affirmations are great. It takes a little longer, but a lot of people give up before they kick in. See, I've learned whatever I say enough, even if I don't feel it, it'll happen. That's why people get stuck in a low vibe. They don't know everything they're saying is helping them stay there. It helped them to get there. Help them to get there. And so remember what I said. Lower vibe situations, attach a higher vibe. If you want to know how to do that, look at one of my videos. Okay, that has to do, I think I may have linked to this one, or it's very close to the top of my videos about what to do in an unwanted situation. Let's take a deep breath. I'm doing a little distraction there. Go to your happy place. Remember, your happy place is not the food. We're just doing a happy place of something that makes you feel pleasant. And it should make you smile. An ocean scene, little penguins, little kittens, puppies. Okay. The 3-step is very easy. When you use my mind, my follow along, mind cardio or mental bliss videos, whatever you wish to call them. This is kind of what I do, except I don't do the explanation. I just do straight through, because live people coming in, they don't know, who is she? What is she doing? Why is she sitting there talking about names? And okay. But when you actually select a video, boom. Okay. All of my videos, all of my information, whether it's on DIYmentalboost.com or on or on YouTube is there for you at no charge. It's also supported by donors. They appreciate what I'm doing. They want to make sure everyone else hears this information. So they donate. I have $5 a month donators. They just kind of sign up and they send $5 every month. I made it that low because anybody could do that. Anybody, pretty much. Because I know everybody goes to Dollar Tree and they go to the $5 at the restaurants. They can one time send $5 to keep this message spreading so we can reach more and more and more individuals so they can know about their mind. They can know about they can achieve what they want to effortlessly. See, we've been taught to do everything consciously. See, a person will go on a diet and they will remove everything in the house because they don't have it. Because if it's in there, they're going to eat it. Don't they want to have the power to just leave the food there and say, I'm not going to eat it for 6 weeks? But the brain is saying, no, you're going to die without it. Or you can't last that long without it. Or what are you going to do? I remember my sister used to do some diets and we'd be like, what is she doing? Oh my goodness, that can't be good for you. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I don't know. Healthy. Healthy or unhealthy, however you want to look at it. Hetero suggestions instead of trusting people that they've done their research, know what they're doing. So, take a deep breath. Working on cravings. Think of a food that you're eating that you love to eat. Me, if you brought your food, I got me my eggnog. That's interesting. So, kind of at the place where I like my eggnog. But usually my brain is always thinking, oh, eggnog in the winter, But it's just saying it's okay. It's good. I enjoy it. But my brain is not already thinking about the future, making sure I can have it again. So that's actually pretty good. So take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to look and see how you feel about food, how you feel about what you eat. Doesn't feel good? Take a deep breath. A is for apple, A-P-P-L-E, E-L-P-P-A. B is for baby, spell it forward, B-A-B-Y, spell it backwards, Y-B-A-B. This is your interaction. It's helping your brain to de-escalate the emotional thoughts, the emotional sensations, the emotional feelings that are attached to the food that is not allowing you to just be able to enjoy it in the moment and be okay. It's making you feel guilty. It's making you feel because you're overeating it or you're craving it or you're supposed to be on a diet. And we have a lot of emotional shame and guilt and trying to convince yourself, oh, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Oh, when can't I eat it? I have a cheat day. A cheat day will help. Oh, yeah. That's all because you're not able to control. Your subconscious is in control of the food. Okay? Because you put it in control of the food like that. And the conscious mind attached the situation or attached the food with an emotion, put it in. It's in the subconscious now. Now the subconscious is just playing it. Boom. It's just playing it. It's just playing it. And you're like, I can't stop it. I can't change the channel. No, I can't. I know. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Remember, that safety and love has to come from you for it to be long-lasting. If you keep trying to get it by making other people provide you safety and love, that's why you always still have to search it, because they have to keep filling you up, and you're not able to fill your own stuff up. All everyone else's safety and love that they give you, that's extra. That's extra goodness. Extra goodness. Okay? You've attached it to food. Some people attach it to their pets. Some people attach it to alcohol, drugs, different things. It's all the same. Just some people will say, well, that's bad. But it's all the same when it comes to emotional well-being. It's okay. But if it's creating things that you're complicating your life in ways that you want, you can release that. So, one last round. Take a deep breath between each of those. What prevents you from not being able to control what you eat, to control what you put in? Okay? What does it do for you? Is it connected to a past pleasant memory, a time of year, a loved one, and so that's why you crave it? That's why everyone makes the excuse it's winter. So Thanksgiving, oh, I say I'm gonna gain weight. Oh, all the food I have to eat, the turkey, I have to have the potatoes, I have to have the macaroni and cheese. It tastes so good because you're connecting it with family and love and connection. I've actually learned to not eat if I don't want to eat. I could go to a restaurant, but sometimes it makes people uncomfortable. So sometimes I'll say, oh well, just give me a little bread or a little salad or something because they're like, you gotta eat. And I'm like, I used to get upset. I don't want to eat. I'd be like, but I recognize it's connection. They're thinking eating, you're all eating, so it's okay. It's okay. If you were never allowed to eat the food that you crave so much, how would you feel? I could live without eggnog for the rest of my life. It's okay. But I do enjoy it. But I don't think that I would die if I couldn't have it. But I got that a long time ago. But what I was working on is that I always think on the holiday time it comes out. So winter's time, holiday times, it comes out. And I'm like, ooh, we get to have it. And then I say, oh, no, no. But that's back and forth. That because I still had something in there attached to this. Does it smell? Ooh, it does smell good. Take a deep breath. R is for Renee, Reneeer. RS is for Susie, Susie, Eisus. T is for Taylor, Taylor, V is for Victoria, Victoriair. Do you see how it's harder for me? Toriciv. Okay, that's good. That's so good. Victoria, Rstuvw. Winston. Notsniw. Winston. Go to my happy place. Love being in a hammock. But I think this time I'm going to pretend I'm roller skating to the song. I wake up. You got to feel the motion. Come backwards. Maybe I'll do a flip. Can't do a flip in real life, but I sure doing it in the air. Yes, nailed it. 1, 2, 3 steps. Take it down. Let's check the smell. It's okay. Not making me all excited and like I have to drink it. I think it could go down a little bit more. I'm going to do one more round. Okay. Oh, wait. Let me do the taste. Okay. I think I must have liked it before because it was so sweet. And then when my taste buds went down, then it was like, oh, now it's too sweet. But then my brain was still wanting it because of the smell. Huh? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let's see here. Where am I at? Zachary? ZachheryyRehcaz. I think I'm going to start at the beginning with A with Abigail. Abagail. If you're just jumping in, we're talking about our cravings, learning how to be in charge, to enjoy without the shame and guilt, and not being out of control, that the food is controlling us. Take a deep breath. Caroline. ENILORAC. Delia. DELIAAILED. Now I'm gonna ice skating. Oh no, roller skating. I like the sliding. Whoosh, whoosh. It feels good, and it's kind of feels smooth and cool. Do a little twirls. Take a deep breath. And each round you can check in. Yeah, the smell is actually pleasant now, but it's not making me want to drink it. It just smells good. Kind of like when you like a perfume. That smells good. And you go on, you're like, you don't do that. So that's much better. Oh, I like that. Oh, I did well. Thank you guys for helping me do my little eggnog winter. I want to eat a whole lot of it. Back and forth. Okay. Cravings are the same as everything else that you're doing. The craving you have to have a low vibe motion when unwanted situations happen, it's all the same. Once you see it's all the same pattern, it starts to clean up really fast because you understand it's all. You're cleaning up mental thought patterns that are causing you to do things, say things, feel things that you say you don't want to. That's what the tool is for. Okay, you don't have to use it on what you don't want to. Use it on what you want to. Neuroplasticity. This is your God-given gift. That's what I say. My designer made it. And now I know how to use it in a way that's beneficial for me all the time. You can use it in everything and anything. Of course, I'm here every Wednesday at 7. Now, next week, I'm not sure because I'm going to be somewhere in the air. So I likely will not be here next week. I think that's something like the 17th coming up, but I will be here the week after. So if I'm ever not here, it's because something's going on that I have to do. But I'm here every 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, connecting neuroplasticity with any aspect of your life. If you have some suggestions of what you want me to talk about, what you want me to do, please feel free to give me a buzz. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing and helping me to do my eggnog. So do you have any questions? Let's do questions. Because people get questions all the time. Questions. And wondering, how does it work? I've got the Date Your Brain course and the 3-step thought process. I didn't make this up, okay? I take it from other people. But what I did do is I took those 3 steps and I put it in the videos. So it's easy. See, I had to do a lot. And I just wanted it to be easy. I don't have to do all the things that I did. The months and several weeks of making progress and learning, and I'm just giving it to you straight on. Those videos that I have up there, they work. You won't know though until you use them. If you're not using them, that's why you're just taking in information, but you're not putting it into practice. That's why sometimes when I do these, I try to help to put into practice. But they're amazing. Amazing, amazing. Yes, I have to say I did an amazing job. Anyway, I appreciate the effort I put in by watching them and doing them. That will make me so happy that you benefit from them. Okay? That's okay. You absolutely will be replayed. So if you're watching this live or replayed is usually put out on Thursday. So thank you for being here. There is a video that I have out already. I have a playlist that is weight loss, and it does include all food, craving, all that stuff. It's a 7-session playlist, so you can find that in my playlist. I think I only have like 10 or 12 playlists in there. So it's easy to find. It's a weight loss one because it's called Boost Your Weight Loss. So before a person's going to do a weight loss, boost their confidence and faith in themselves and that what they're choosing to do is going to work. No doubt, all that kind of stuff. It's good. Okay. So thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea that someone is here listening to me yik yak. Thank you.